Hello, and welcome. Today, we're sharing a fascinating story about the discovery of one of England's most valuable treasures, known as the Chew Valley Hoard. This hoard has garnered immense interest, not only for its historical worth but also due to the discovery process, the legal hurdles involved, and how it ultimately changed the lives of those who found it. It all began in 2019 in the town of Somerset, England. Adam Staples, along with his friends, was out searching a field with his metal detector. For Staples, metal detecting was a hobby. But this time, what he encountered would alter the course of his and his friends' lives. At first, they unearthed a few small coins from the soil, sparking their attention. What started as a casual day of exploration had suddenly become a quest for a historic treasure. Staples and his friends ultimately discovered a total of 2,584 silver coins, realizing they had stumbled upon a historic hoard. These coins were adorned with the faces of Anglo-Saxon King Harold and the Norman conqueror William, marking a time of significant political change in England. This hoard, therefore, held not only immense historical value but also substantial financial worth. But how were these artifacts to be handled? According to British law, for a find to be considered a treasure, it must be over 300 years old and contain at least 10% precious metal. A single coin doesn't qualify as treasure, but finding two or more coins in one location does. Under these circumstances, Staples and his team notified the authorities immediately. The process that followed was long and painstaking, taking a full 5 years for verification. Staples, in an interview with the New York Times, recounted his initial conversation with the field's owner. Initially, the owner hadn't thought much of the discovery, saying, "Go ahead, carry on," as if the coins weren't valuable. However, Staples and his team went through the necessary legal channels. Eventually, the authorities confirmed that this collection was the largest and most valuable hoard ever discovered in England. Valued at £4.3 million, or about $5.58 million, approximately 191 million Turkish liras, the hoard was purchased by the independent charity organization, the South West Heritage Trust, to be displayed at the Somerset Museum. This substantial amount was to be shared among Staples, his friends, and the field owner. Of course, the process can sometimes come with challenges. In 2019, two people in the West Midlands discovered a hoard from the Viking era but attempted to sell it illegally instead of notifying the authorities. Under British law, such discoveries must be reported to local authorities, and the proper legal processes followed. These measures aim to prevent valuable artifacts from entering the black market. So what did Staples and his friends do with the proceeds from the hoard's sale? Staples shared that he used his share to buy a house and was very pleased with the outcome. To avoid disputes over future finds, Staples now has a practice of asking anyone he goes treasure hunting with, "What will we do with what we find?" at the start of each search. Given that valuable finds can lead to disagreements, or even conflicts, Staples believes it's essential to establish everyone's intentions from the outset. The Chew Valley Hoard will be displayed at museums across England before ultimately being housed permanently at the Somerset Museum. The earnings from this discovery will be distributed fairly among those involved in the discovery process. In the end, this hoard discovery provided Staples and his team not only with financial reward but also with a piece of history. Staples summarizes the experience by saying, "Anyone who finds a slice of Norman history deserves to have their piece of the pie."